Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video today. My name is Maria and I'm back with another video. Hope you guys can hear me okay. I do have my microphone plugged in, but everything is so far away from me, so I'm not sure how it is coming across as far as the audio. But thank you guys so much for being here. So today, y'all, we're going to do just a quick, easy, everyday summer makeup routine. I wanted to do this video because I don't know if you guys, and I hope you did, but I don't know if you guys watched my last video. It was a vlog of when I went to Cape Charles, Virginia, and I did a makeup routine because I wanted to go on the beach and take pictures. But y'all, I made a big mistake. So I used my Dior foundation, and I didn't use any other summertime, you know, like waterproof, sweat proof. I didn't use any of those ingredients during that time, and y'all, I paid dearly for it. My makeup just melted off my face. So I put the makeup on like 7 o'clock that morning. I went out to breakfast. I walked a little bit around downtown, and everything was fine. The look was perfect. But then when I walked to the beach and got on the beach, y'all, that's where the sun was having its play day, and it would not let me live. That sun was right here in my face the entire time. I was by myself, so I was trying to set up my tripod because I had a vision, y'all. I had a vision, and I wanted to take photos. I could not do it. The sun was right here in my face. It was so hot that the makeup literally melted off my face. When I tell you, it was dripping down my face in little brown puddles. So I had to rush back to my room and wash all of that off. I never got a chance to really I took some photos, but you know, it wasn't what I was feeling. So I said, you know what, never again. You will not catch me slipping like that again. So today, y'all, for the summertime, we have an everyday, easy everyday summer makeup routine that'll keep the makeup on our face and not melting off no matter what happens. Okay, so let's get started. So to start, I'm going to go ahead and just show you how I'm prepping my skin. Now I'm using this Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum. I just absolutely love this. You don't have to do this step, but when I'm prepping my skin for makeup in the summertime, I typically don't use any cream products. Really, I don't know what it is, but cream products, I feel like they're too heavy, most of the ones that I have. And a nice light serum is really what makes me happy. And my skin thanks me for it too. Alright guys, so next I am going to go in with the Myrick's Moisture Repair Balm Serum. So this is another serum. But y'all, if you have dry skin or oily skin, this is something that I think everybody needs in their makeup collection as far as skin prep, because this really gives your skin a nice moisture barrier, I guess you could say. When you're wearing your makeup, you don't have to worry about your skin drying out. Like I said, I like to use a lot of mattifying products, so you don't have to worry about your skin drying out. For me, I don't have to worry about my skin getting flaky, because it will do that. And I also like this because you put it on your lips. My lips do tend to get dry. So, and right around my nose is where I get dry. My forehead. Yeah, this stuff is amazing. So next I'm going to go ahead and use a primer. And I'm using this because I want to smooth out my skin and really have my makeup last all day. And I'm going to be using the Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum from Myrick's. And y'all, this is a serum, and it's good for prepping the skin, but it can also be used as a primer. So this also can be used as a mattifying primer to control any oils or shine that you may have, and it also smooths out the pores. So I don't deal with a lot of oil, but I do want my pores, I want my face to be smooth right in these areas. So this is where I am going to apply this serum. And y'all, you only need a little bit of this. I learned the hard way. You do not need a lot. So we went in with the Moisture Repair Balm Serum because we wanted to hydrate and moisturize our face. And then we go in with the Water Powder Serum because we want to mattify and blur pores. If you have oily skin, you want to control the oil and control, you know, your face from getting shiny all day. But ultimately, we want the makeup to stay on. We're going to go in with the foundation. Well, before we go in with the foundation, I want to go in, I'm going to say with the blush. Because typically at this time, I will go in with the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder. I have the shade 9. But you know what? I'm not going to use the Blurring Balm Powder today because I want the foundation to really work on its own today. The Blurring Balm Powder is great. When I say if you need an extra layer of protection for controlling sweat and oil and shine and everything, then yes, you definitely want to go ahead and use your Blurring Balm Powder. But actually what I'm going to do today, I'm going to go in with the Blurring Balm Flush Blush. This is the shade Bellini, and really it is the same formula as the Blurring Balm Powder. And y'all, another thing I realized, this is just a side note with Danessa Myricks products. So this Blurring Balm Flush is really just your Blurring Balm Powder and Color Fix for color. If you add these two products together, and which you've seen me do this in some of my past videos, then you already have this Blurring Balm Flush. It's just different colors because I was going to buy more of these, but then I thought about it. I said, you know what? I have all of those Color Fix pigments. I have 2 shades of the Blurring Balm Powder. I am going to go back and get the translucent shade. But even if you just add the Blurring Balm Powder to your Color Fix, then you already have this. And you can have as many colors as you like. So, but yeah, both of these have the Upsolite in it. And so that Upsolite is what controls the sweat and oil and sebum that collects on your face throughout the day. Both of these blur pores, smooths out the skin. So I'm not going to use this one today. I am going to go ahead and just use the blush. I'm going to go ahead and put, well, no, let's go ahead and do the foundation first. I'm doing too much. So for foundation, we're going to be using the Urban Decay Face Balm. So for foundation today, we're going to be using the Urban Decay Face Bond. And this is in the shade 33 Deep Neutral. Now this is a self-setting foundation. Everybody's been loving this foundation. We're calling it the foundation of the summer. So that's why I wanted to use it today. And I should have used this when I was in Cape Charles, but I did not. Like I said, I decided on my Dior, which my Dior looks great in pictures. Oh, the pictures, my face looked good. I sent some of the pictures to my friend and she was like, yeah, your angles are off. But your face looks good. And I may get brave enough and post one of those pictures for y'all. I looked a mess. Well, I didn't look a mess. I looked really nice, but the angles in which I was trying to take the pictures, it showed all, I didn't know I had 3 chins, but evidently I do. And it was just very unflattering. I may put one of the photos up in here. But anyway, so this is the Urban Decay Self-Setting Waterproof Foundation. It does give medium coverage. And this is supposed to be good for acne. I'm just going to do one side first. This is good for acne, blemishes, redness, dark spots. It definitely covers, and it is lightweight. So we're using a lightweight, waterproof foundation for our easy, everyday summertime makeup routine. So I'm going to go in with a sponge, and I love the packaging on this. I love that it's so thin and that you can just squeeze out whatever you need. But I'm going to use a sponge today because, y'all, my brushes are all dirty. And we're just going to, and my sponge is damp. Alright guys, so I think that looks really, really good. I really love this Urban Decay foundation. It is everything everybody is saying it is. If you do not have this foundation in your collection for the summertime, you are missing out. You are definitely missing out. So right now, guys, we're going to go in with concealer. We're going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Waterproof Anti-Aging Full Coverage Concealer. This is the shade 35.5 Rich, and y'all, this is a heavy-duty concealer. It plays no games. It is thick. It is creamy. But it looks so nice when it is blended out. And it definitely keeps your, well, for me, it keeps my under eye from creasing. It's also supposed to minimize wrinkles. So this is a good one. This is a good one that I don't use enough. But what I'm going to do is do one side first. I am going to go ahead and do this. Well, let's just go ahead and put both sides on since we're here. And I kind of just put it on with my finger any kind of way, as you can see. And I'm going to be using this cute little sponge I got from ColourPop a few years ago to blend this out. This is a bright color. I didn't realize, oh my God, this is bright. I mean, I knew it was bright. That's not a surprise to me, but today it just seems a lot brighter. But that's okay, we're gonna fix it. I know that looks crazy. It's still kind of bright, even though I'm looking at my mirror and it looks like I blended it out as much as I could blend it out. But when I look in the camera, it still looks bright. This just feels really nice, and I feel like it looks nice. So we're going to keep moving, and I'm going to go ahead and set the concealer. So to set, I'm going to be using, sticking with Urban Decay, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Night Waterproof Setting Powder. This is a pressed powder. As you can see, it is translucent. And we're just going to go in and just lightly set. Now, one thing I want to say about this powder that I learned the hard way. Once you put this powder on, don't think about going back over it with a liquid or a cream product. I know sometimes people like to put their liquid blush on after they've powdered. I've seen it happen. So that's all I'm going to do. We are not setting the foundation. Remember, the foundation is self-setting. So that erases a step right there. We don't have to worry about setting our foundation. But what we are going to do is go in with a powder bronzer. Alright guys, so I know I just said that once you set with this powder, it's really hard to go in with any type of cream or liquid products. And I forgot to use my Blurring Balm Flush. I don't think we're going to be able to use it. So we're going to just go ahead and go with a powder blush routine. But first I want to go in with the bronzer. So I am going to be using the powder bronzer because in the summertime I really don't like to use a lot of cream and liquid products. I like to just keep it powdered. I don't know, it's easier for me, and I feel like it stays on my face. It stays in place longer, you know, when I get into the heat or anything like that. So let's go ahead and go in with our bronzer, the NARS Laguna 08. This is a really pretty, almost burnt bronzer. I love this, y'all. All right, guys. So, yeah. So I thought I was looking for a new bronzer because I've been using my Patrick Star One Size Bronze Trio. I've been using that forever, and I wanted to get the Charlotte Tilbury. But I am so glad I took a chance and got the mini of the NARS. I am so glad I took a chance on this because I really didn't think it was going to be dark enough. And that's my issue when it comes to bronzers. I'm like, I can't find anything that's dark because I find myself, when looking at bronzers, getting the darkest shade. And I've said this, many times, that I just don't feel like the darkest shade in a bronzer should be for me. But this is the darkest shade in the NARS bronzer collection. This Laguna collection. This is the darkest shade, and it's perfect. Somebody may say, "Oh, Maria, it's too dark." No, it's not. No, it's not. I will not hear that. It is not too dark. It is perfect. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and finished up my eyes, as you can see, and I think they look pretty good. I've used the MAC Woodwink. It's a shimmer single eyeshadow from MAC, and that's giving us our glow. Again, I like to keep pretty much my matte. Again, I like to pretty much keep my base matte, and then if we want that glowy look, we can add that with some, shimmer, some glowy powder products. So now we're going to go in with blush. And y'all, this is one of my favorite blush duos. It's the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Matte Blush with my Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. So I'm just going to go in and do this blush routine because I do like a pop of color on the cheeks, but I'm not going to do too much. And this L'Oreal Infallible, I like that line from L'Oreal, the Infallible line. It is made for summertime. The powder products in that line are waterproof, and they last for 24 hours. And this blush is so pigmented, as you can see. So what we're going to do is kind of tone it down a little bit with the Dior blush. This is a very subtle pink blush, but it has kind of a glow to it, and that's why I like it so much. And I'm trying not to be so heavy-handed with the blush because I could go on and on and on and on and on. But we're gonna stop it right here. And yeah, that's one reason why I did my eyes off camera, because my nose keeps running for whatever reason. And then, you know, sometimes, like I said, my eyes will run, but my eyes are not running today. It's the nose that keeps wanting to be the star of the show. And I'm tired of sniffing because I don't want that sound to be all in my video. And with setting spray, and we're going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. And y'all, these are just items I have around my house that I wanted to use, and it reminded me, like, you bought these things because you needed that extra protection in the summertime, so you need to use them. Now, if you don't have this All Nighter setting spray from Urban Decay, I see a lot of people using the one size waterproof setting spray, and from what I'm seeing with that one is bulletproof. So if you don't want to use the All Nighter, try the one size, and if you don't want to use the one size, try the All Nighter setting spray. But you definitely want to use a setting spray, I think, in my opinion, that is waterproof, that is made for summertime. So I'm going to let this dry, y'all, and I'll come back and we'll figure out what kind of lip I want to put on. And yeah, by me forgetting to put that Blur and Balm Flush blush on, because I was going to use that as my blush and my lipstick today, but because I forgot to put that on, now I have to kind of figure out what else I want to do. Yeah, so yeah, so let's let this dry down and I'll be back. Okay guys, so I'm back. As you can see, I put some hair on, y'all. I still do big hair in the summertime. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, how could you wear a wig in the summertime? But I still do it. Some days it's fine, some days I'm like, oh my god, but we push through. Now we have our face on. So I don't know if you guys noticed, so one side of my face I feel like looks a little bit more glowy than the other side. So what I've done, I took my Hourglass, this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, this is number 3, and I just went in with the powders here. This is the face powder, the bronzer, and the highlighter. I just went in and kind of swooped my face with a little bit of these different powders. So if you want a glowy look, but you don't want to use glowy products, a lot of, you know, cream, liquid products, this is a great palette. I love this palette. And this is what I'm using. In spite of really, you know, loving a matte look, I can still get that glowy look just by dusting a little bit of powder. A little bit of this powder on my face. And yeah. And my face still feels very matte. It feels very matte. So if you have a palette like this, or you don't have this palette, please look into maybe getting this palette, because these powders are very high quality and they do amazing on mature skin. If you have pores, I have pores, I have moles in this area, but this powder smooths out all of that and it looks really good. So we still haven't figured out a lip, y'all. I have not figured out a lip. Yeah, this is where I mess up. I feel like sometimes this is where I mess up my makeup looks, because I always want a bold lip. I don't really like the nude thing, but sometimes I feel like a nude lip is perfect. But y'all, I really want a red lip. I really do. I really do. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Guys, so I'm back and this is the finished look. We are summertime ready. Now this would be a look that I would wear like if I'm going to a cookout. I'm not going to be outside all day, but maybe I'll spend some time sitting in the backyard, you know, cutting it up with everybody. Or I may retreat to the house and sit in with the older folk under the air conditioner and just have a good time. But either way, you know, I think you'll be covered. And there you have it, guys. This is a simple, easy, everyday summertime makeup look that will keep you matte, that will keep you glowy all day long. So that's what we want to do because, honey, it is summertime and we want to be beautiful out here in these sun-drenched summertime streets. And this look will definitely get us there. So if you want to see more makeup tips like this, makeup looks, makeup tutorials, recommendations, makeup reviews, definitely hit that subscribe button. Oh, I can hardly talk. Definitely hit that subscribe button for me. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and get my day started. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, come back for the next video. All right? All right. I'll see you guys then.